Good day, everyone. So today, I'm going to discuss what I have learned on the subject CLJ or Criminal Justice System by Ma'am Eleni Mendoza. So let's start. So before I introduce what is the CLJ or Criminal Justice System itself, let me separate first the criminal justice system and define it word by word. So the first word is the criminal. So, legally speaking, you can say that someone is a criminal without finding it guilty in the court. So, hindi mo masasabing guilty ang isang tao kapag hindi mo napapatunayan na siya ay nagkasala at hindi nakahatulan ng guilty sa korte. And the second one is the justice or justicia in Tagalog, and giving what is due to others, and it is somehow called treating equally to equal, basically equality to unequal. So by that you can basically define what is justice. And from the word system, or to end up the criminal justice system, to define itself, is it is the machinery of the state, of the government, that protects the property and the people itself, and it is also the instrument of the government to prevent and controlling the crime here in the Philippines. So in United States or in US, they do have 3 pillars, and those 3 pillars are the law enforcement, the correction, and the court or the community. While in the Philippines, we do have 5 pillars, and those 5 pillars are: the first one is the law enforcement, the second one is the prosecution, the third one is the court, and the fourth one is the correction, and last but not the least is the community. So when we say law enforcement, it is talks about the police, which is under the NAPOLCOM or the DILG. And when we talks about prosecution, the prosecution is the they are the ones who finds out if what is the probable cause of what do you call that, of an case. And in court, the court is doon hinahatulan ang isang tao kung ito nga ba ay guilty or not guilty. And in the correction, it is the jail wherein the rehabilitation will be the one who will help the people or the criminal to change his or herself. And the last one is the community, and they are accepting what is the fact. They are the ones who sees who is the real criminal, and that's it. So based from what I have learned, someone is called suspect if he or she is just pinaghihinalaan or subject in a crime, and the one who is called offender, it is the principle of criminal justice system. And the felony or the felon is the person who violated the law or the revised penal code, and the respondent are the one or the persons or the people who is subject undergoing the preliminary investigation. So if you are ongoing a preliminary investigation because you are a subject or you are a suspect on a crime, you are called as respondent. And when you reach in the court, you are called as accused, or if you are found guilty, you are accused. Okay, you are so-called accused if you are found guilty on the court. So in filing an application in the court or for an appeal or probation or what, you only have 15 days. So in filing an application for appeal, you are being called as appellant. And you need to change yourself or magbago and mabago or ma-reverse yung kaso mo at mabago din yung sintensya mo. And if you are about to apply or file an application for probation, you are so-called as petitioner. And if you are called petitioner, ang sentence mo is final na or ma-execute siya. And when we call, kasi under siya ng yung mga parole, di ba pag parole is, pagtatrabahuhan mo, yung parang ipapakita mo na kaya mong magbago within that day or within that time na ibinigay sa'yo. If you are proven na kaya mo magbago with that day, is pwede pang mapababa yung sintensya ng kaso mo. If maganda yung papakita mo sa sa parole mo sa trabaho na ibinigay sa'yo or sa binigay na gawain sa'yo, and if you are proven na that, mas malaki yung percentage na mas bubaba yung sintensya mo at mas maaga kang mapalaya. And if you are applying probation, diba pag nag-apply ka ng probation, ang tawag sa'yo ay petitioner. So, kapag tumakas ka, ang tawag sa'yo, yung tumakas ka na hindi pa tapos yung pag-file or hindi pa na idedeklara yung tunay na nangyari sa kaso mo or hindi pa tapos, wala kang final state para dun sa kaso mo at ikaw ay tumakas, ang tawag sa'yo ay absconding petitioner. So, kapag nag-undergo ka nga at tumakas at hindi ka nagre-report, yung parang undergoing ka na sa probation tapos hindi ka nag-report, tumakas ka, hindi yung nagbabantay sa'yo is hindi din alam kung nasan ka, so absconding probationer. And the last is, yun nga, yung masasabi mong criminal ang isang tao is kapag nabigyan siya ng charge na siya ay guilty. So, like what I've said earlier, we do have 5 pillars, and those 5 pillars are law enforcement, prosecution, court, and correction, and community. And the first pillar that we have is the law enforcement. So, under the Republic Act 175 or the Insular Constabulary, it is the primary goal or the crime prevention of the system, of the criminal justice system itself. And this includes, may mga naka-include tayo doon na NBI, PDEA, ang BIR, ang MMDA, ang LTO, and many more legislative or what do you call it? Executive branch or the branch of the government, because under siya ng government at nagtatrabaho sila sa gobyerno, kaya sila ay under ng executive branch and employees sila. Then, yun. So, ang police, when we say police, and yun nga, dati kasi pinapaliniwalaan ko na when we say police, it talks about a person or a people. No. Police is an agency or organization. So, yun, hindi lang siyang pag sinabi mong, uy, may police, it is a person. No. Ang police is also called as agency or organization. So, yun yung pinaka-natandaan ko dun sa discussion namin, because I do have yun nga, mali ako dun sa paniniwala ko yun. And there are some histories of police are also called as old societies and civilization na nakandak din sa amin or na-discuss din sa amin noon. And meron tayong ancient Babylon and Doon masasabi yung sa Medjay, sa Vergils. Oh. And then, meron din tayong middle age na tinatawag na nag-under dun yung rank pledge system. And doon ko din natutunan na yung parang kailangan niya ng 10 person, if I'm not mistaken, sa England siya. So, earliest, what do you call it? Earliest policing system in England, rank pledge system. So, in England, England is, their countries are divided into different districts. And Reeve is the ruler of a district, and the highest position that can someone get, or the highest rank in England in their law enforcement, is called as sheriff. So in 5th and 6th century, if I'm not mistaken, Saxon, or the hue and cry policing system. So in that Saxon, the horn is the oldest known warning device. If someone plays the horn, and then everybody knows that there is a crime that's happening in there. And what I have recalled is that in town policing system, in England or Saxon period, all the men in town are, what do you call that? Gun. In town policing system, all the men are required, or sila yung kinakailangan na, or kailangan nilang maging responsable sa pagpapanatili ng kaayusan, ng katahimikan, or to prevent crime in their country. So, yun yung sa town policing system. And in 1995, King Richard of England, nagbuo siya ng Keepers of the Peace, or syempre from the word itself, Keepers of the Peace. So, to keep the peace. And yun nga, nagre-required siya ng mga knights na para mapanatili ang King Peace. So, specifically, King Peace yung kailangan nilang ipanatili sa mga Keepers of the Night. And in 1663, King Charles II, from his name, he created the bellmen, 1,000 night watchmen called Charlies, para bantayan, or to watch if there is a crime happening in their town. So, yun. In 1748, Henry Fielding, or the chief of magistrate in London, created a Bow Street Runners, or private third person para mai-investigahan nila yung mga crime na nangyayari. And the Bow Street Runners are also called the Robin Red Beast. So the Bow Runner is also called Robin Red Beast. And we do have the modern, or the Metropolitan New Police of London, created by Sir Robert Peel. Laging nasa exam yan. So, created by Sir Robert Peel ang Metropolitan Police of London. And yun nga, na world's kissed. Yun yung pinakakaunahunan, or pinakaunang-una nagginawa. So, dahil hindi ganun natuloy ang discussion due to some problems, and we do have to learn it by ourselves in order to answer all the exams that our teacher have given to us. We do have a self-study with regards to prosecution, court, correction, and at the same time is in the community. So to make the discussion short, someone is invited, or there is a speaker who discuss all about parole and probation. So I do have learned that probation can apply in the court, while the parole you can apply in the board, in the Board of Pardons and Parole. So, magkaiba siya. If ang probation is pwede mong i-apply sa court, ang parole is makakapag-apply ka lang isa probation and parole. So, you have 15 days to apply. You have the 60 days to the PSI is you have 60 days, and in the decision of the court, you only have 10 days. Yeah, 10 days. If that's what I have recall. So, you only have 15 days, and there's a lot of learning that I have get, and those that I have mentioned earlier, or those that I've discussed on what I have learned in CLJ, are some of the learnings that I have get while we are taking this subject. So I am very thankful that I do learn these things with this subject, and I am very much so happy to take this subject, even though this subject is a little tough on what I have expected, but in all the lessons that we've taken is I am so much thankful to learn all that, because in the near future I am very sure that I can apply all those learnings that I've get from Yuma, and that's what I have learned on CLJ, or Criminal Justice System. Thank you.